The secret to healing is heal the cell. See, every day you're becoming one day better or one day worse as energy, absorption, oxygenation, cellular density, and the cellular vibration can be becoming better or can be becoming worse. It is all dependent on the quality of your circulation, all dependent on the thickness actually of your blood that is surrounding and feeding your cells. You see, the blood nurtures your cells, carrying nutrition and oxygen to the cells, all surrounding the cells. And with very little nourishment from very little blood flow, a thick blood flow, you get very little energy. But as circulation increases surrounding the cells, we are going to get more energy because we have more absorption of nutrition and more oxygenation. And you can see it's becoming one day better through making good decisions every single day, that we get increased energy, increased absorption of nutrition, increased oxygenation, density, and vibration, because there is better quality circulation surrounding and feeding the cells. You see, it is your decisions. It's your decision to become one day better or one day worse. Your choices, your regimens of what you put in your body that dictate the quality of your circulation, that dictate the quality of your blood, and therefore dictate whether or not your cells are becoming one day better, increasing in energy, absorption, oxygenation, density, and vibration, or becoming one day worse, decreasing in energy, absorption, oxygenation, density, and vibration. Healthy cells have higher energy production because they have more oxygen and nutrition. Cellular energy, life is energy, and energy allows us to conduct the thousands of processes that we take action in accomplishing daily. Energy generates heat, and the heat in the body is actually measurable as energy is constantly being released from our cells in the form of this heat. The energy releases and can be measured by thermography. Think about why you wear a hat in the winter. Energy is leaving the body in the form of heat. Think of a football player in a game. He takes his hat off in the cold, and the heat is just going up, the steam off of his head. And thermography, it maps the heat and helps us to visualize energy inefficiencies within our body. Thermography heat maps can give us clues to where our symptoms will appear and is preventative medicine similar to mammography. Thermography is used regularly in early detection of cancer, yet very few of us have heard about it. We have a lot to learn about ourselves. And as we become more aware, we become aware that energy doesn't just appear. Energy is built. And we build cellular energy like building a campfire. A campfire, it can combust or it can smolder down and go out. Either one, quickly. But it's fully dependent on the fuel and the oxygen that we give it. And on a cold night, a woodsman can build a raging fire just with what he has and stay toasty and warm, while someone with less survival skills, they may freeze to death in the same weather. Building fire and building energy are learned skills earned through practice and training. Cells need oxygen. Cells breathe, and respiration is directly correlated with cellular health. Respiration is directly correlated with cellular health. Healthy cells breathe like a trained athlete, creating energy through the process of ATP. Cells work like a combustion engine. You eat a healthy diet and cells will breathe efficiently. The process of ATP will give you all the healing energy you could need. Alternatively, you eat a sugary diet and cells will ferment this sugar, providing significantly less energy. And low energy cells creates significantly less energy, and a poor diet causes them to struggle to create any energy at all, let alone enough energy to fight off bacteria or viral invaders. Energy being created by inefficient Fermentation causes gas and cell walls stretch like balloons. Happy birthday, small. Happy birthday, large. Stretching like balloons. Cells throughout the body fill with gas and cells become significantly larger. Cells begin to, they stick and they clump, clogging the pipes versus repelling one another like they're supposed to. So you can see how these magnets are like our cells and they're supposed to repel one another. I move one close to the other and it moves. And decisions are decisions over time. They determine the health of our blood, and the health of our blood are what feeds our cells in order to assure that they repel one another. Cellular density. The density of our cells depends on diet. Cell walls, they should be thick. And the thicker the cell walls, the more resilient the cell and parasites cannot attack. Softwood, hardwood. The poor diet and energy being created by fermentation causes the cell walls to stretch thin like the balloon. Thin like a balloon, ready to burst to its tipping point. And when thinking about cell density, think about how parasites have been known to attack trees. Softer wood trees are significantly more susceptible than harder wood trees. Harder wood trees have densely stacked cells that parasites cannot penetrate. Absorption. Absorption of nutrients is essential, but cells don't have forks and spoons to shovel nutrients into them. Cells eat by absorbing the nutrition that literally floats like snowflakes through the bloodstream. It just lands on the cell and it is absorbed in like fallen snow. The reality is that nutrition, it is hard. It is hard to get throughout the body. And when you're healing and building that nutrition, you can feel more tired than you've ever felt in your entire life. It actually takes work. It takes work and a lot of energy. You think something is wrong, but it's just you building many times as you build, because it just takes that much energy. But the more dense the food, like minerals, and the more energy that is actually required to transport it throughout the body. So when you're feeding it the magnesium and the calcium, it is harder to transport. Nourishing the body requires strategy, and your diet is that strategy. Absorption occurs when nutrition moves from the intestines all through the rest of the body, to the toes, to the brain, to the arms, to the fingers, from the intestines all throughout the body. It takes a lot of energy, but think about that. So it takes a tremendous amount of energy, but on the bright side, energy builds energy, and energy growth occurs exponentially. It gets easier and easier and easier, and like everything else, getting started is hard, but once you can get that fire stoked and the engine running, you'll be stronger and stronger and stronger and faster as healing occurs exponentially. Cellular vibration. When cells get what they need, cells really start humming. Cells literally have a measurable vibration, vibrating like a souped up engine. Cellular vibration will be the future of healthcare diagnostics. These diagnostics, it'll be like Star Trek. And if you want to measure your true personal health in your future, you'll probably set your phone to an app and measure your cellular vibration, throughout the body, wherever you would move it. It's going to find those low vibration area, those restrictions, and be the precursor, finding what symptoms are about to come next. When the body is really humming, it is going to be, the cells are going to vibrate. But when your body is producing energy by fermentation, that vibration reduces, and cells start to stick together. As opposed to vibrating, they just wobble instead of actually vibrating. So in conclusion, we have to treat on a cellular level, and reestablishing health must be done by reestablishing that blood flow to the cells, throughout the body, to all the cells. Increasing absorption of nutrition and oxygenation results in increased energy, vibration, and cell wall density. Change your blood through your choices and rebuild your cells. Real physical change, it occurs when cells rebuild as nourishment and oxygen provide fuel. commit and truly resolve to changing your cells all the way down to your DNA, live it and you will change. Believe it and you will change. You'll begin to not just survive but thrive as you become one day better. It's time to change the conversation. It's Lyme time.